Suzanna from the Children's Museum of Cleveland, and today we have two stories we're going to read today by two famous dancers. Our first one is called Dancing in the Wings by Debbie Allen. Ever since I was born, I could see. Everywhere I looked, I saw dance. In the clouds as the wind blew across the sky, in the ripples of a pond, even on a sea of ants marching up and down their hills. Dance was all around me. Dance was me. Mama called me sassy because I like to put my hands on my hips and because I always have something to say. Well, if you had feet as big as mine, you'd understand why. You should join the swim team since you got those long toes and don't need any fins, my older brother Hughie teased. I shot right back. At least I don't have a big forehead looking like a street lamp. Mama said, stop all that bad talk. You act so ugly sometimes. Hughie, your big head is a sign of intelligence. And Sassy, your big feet will make your legs look longer and prettier in your ballet shoes. My legs were longer, all right. So long that when I went to Tendu, point my toe at the bar, I tripped Miss Catherine, our teacher, who was coming down the line looking the other way. Splat! She landed under the piano with her legs in the air. Ooh, it was so funny. She even had to laugh. Sassy, she called out, I'm going to tie an orange bow on those big feet. Sorry, Miss Catherine, I answered, but if you don't wear your glasses, you still won't see them. One thing for sure, because of my long legs and big feet, I could jump higher and spin faster than anyone else. I was taller than the rest of the kids at school, even the boys. At our recitals, all the other girls got to dance solos and duets and wear pretty tutus. I was too big for the boys to pick up and too tall to be in line with the other girls, so I watched from backstage, dancing in the wings, hoping if I could just dance and try, it would be my turn to dance in the spotlight. One day, at the end of ballet class, Miss Catherine announced, Mr. DeBato from the Russian school is coming next week to look for talented young people for the Summer Dance Festival in Washington, D.C. The whole room turned into a whirlpool of excitement as the sign-up sheet was posted. Everyone wanted to try, especially me. But as I wrote my name down, I heard two girls, Molly and Mona, giggle. Mona said, oh please, she'll never make it. They said talent, not a Tyrannosaurus. My heart seemed to still. For once I had nothing to say. I couldn't hide the tears I felt welling up in my eyes, so I just grabbed my dance bag and ran to the parking lot. I heard a familiar honk and turned to see my Uncle Red in his bright green pickup truck. Uncle Red had the whitest, tightest curly hair, smelled of cigars, and every day wore something red. A tie, a hat, shirt, socks, even his shoestrings, just something red. Why, of all days, did Mama have to send him to pick me up? Why today? I was not in the mood for his jokes or stories, but I quickly tried to dry my eyes and smile. I got a good one for you today, Sassy. What did the banana say to the monkey? Split! Ha-ha! Get it? Split? Banana split? I started to cry. Sassy, what's wrong? He asked. I told him what happened. I'm just so much taller than all the other dancers, Uncle Red. Sassy, he said, you gotta look at that as a gift. Being tall means you see all around. You can always find the right path to take. No, I said, it means I stick out like a big acne bump on someone's nose. I'll never get to dance. It's a waste of time to go to that audition. Listen, gal, said Uncle Red. If I was as tall and pretty as you, I wouldn't need to wear red so people would know me and coming and going. All you gotta do is make your mark on the world and walk into a room. By the time I got home, Uncle Red had cheered me up, had me laughing and feeling better. As I got out of his truck and waved goodbye, calling out, make your mark, gal. Hughie and his football friend stopped playing. Hughie yelled out, hey, Sassy, why don't you come play with us? We need a goal post. His mean, ugly friends laughed. Boy, did that make me mad. Sure, if we can use your big head for the ball, I shouted back. His friends screamed with laughter. Hughie got so mad he turned red, looking like a tomato with that big head. Ha! We were about to go at each other when Mama called us inside. Later that night, I lay awake staring at my window and thinking about Uncle Red's word. I could see myself dancing on the Milky Way, swirling like a twinkling shooting star. Next I knew, I was talking to myself out loud. I'm going to that audition, big feet and all. On the day of the tryouts, kids came from all over the city. It was so crowded. Everyone was expected to wear black, but like Uncle Red, I picked out my own color, bright yellow. Instead of standing in the back, I squeezed between Molly and Mona, right in the front row, ignored their snickerings. Miss Catherine came and introduced Mr. DeBato. Everyone applauded. Boy, was he short. Couldn't have been more than 4 feet 9 inches tall. He started walking down the row, pacing back and forth, just looking at us. Then he stopped right in front of me and said, "Young lady, why are you wearing that loud yellow leotard? I'll need to put on sunglasses to see everybody else. Please go to the back row." Molly whispered, "See ya, wouldn't want to be ya." At least he noticed me, I snapped. I put my hands on my hips and walked to the back. The first round of the audition was the center floor exercises. Mr. DeBato walked around, prodding and poking, making corrections. He stopped and looked right at me, but didn't say anything. I held my breath as he dismissed half the other kids in the first round, but not me. Next was the adagio, the slow section. I stood as close to Mona as I could get and whispered, "Your little skinny short legs are going to look like chicken wings next to mine." "I'd rather look like a chicken than a turkey with that long neck," she whispered. "Talk to the hand," I told her, and I took my leg up so high it got stuck. Luckily, I could balance on my other big foot. So I just held it until Mr. DeBato remarked, "Young lady, this exercise is finished." "Oh," I jumped out of position. "Show off," Molly grunted. "Gobble gobble," Mona imitated a turkey. Then came the leaps across the floor. I took off like Jackie Joyner Kirsten in the long jump at the Olympics. With one leap, I sailed in the air past all the other girls. Molly and Mona watched, looking pea-green with envy. When I finished, Mr. DeBato yelled, "Young lady, you must learn to dance to the music. Up on count 1, down on count 3. 3, not 5. You have the rhythm of a troglodyte. Again." I was crushed. As I passed Mona to get to the back in line, she said, "Next time, bring your big butt down on 3. "Your mama," I said. Ooh, did I wish I was a wizard. I would turn them into 2 fat frogs in tutus trying to hip-hop. By the end of the day, there were only 7 of us left. Mr. DeBato called out everyone's name except mine and asked them to step forward. Standing alone, I really had to fight to hold back my tears. Then I heard him say, "Thank you for coming today. Keep working, keep trying. You are dismissed." Mr. DeBato said to me, "Sassy, you have a great deal of potential. You have beautiful long arms and legs, but you flail about with no control. You must learn to use your feet better and timing. Timing. We have a lot to do when you come to Washington this summer, but please, leave that loud yellow leotard at home. All you need to do to be noticed is walk into a room." Dismissed. And he walked out. Jumping and shouting, I ran to the parking lot. I made it, Mama, I made it. Guess who was there to pick me up? Mama, Uncle Red, Hughie, half his football team, all piled into that back of the green truck on their way to the game. Everybody was so proud of me, even Hughie. "You go, Miss Bigfoot." "Thank you, Mr. Bighead," I said. We all laughed. 1 month later, Mama and I boarded a plane for Washington, D.C. She held my hand as my heart pounded when we landed. At the school, there were young dancers from Russia, Mexico, France, China, Cuba, Brazil, New York, Texas, and long-legged me from Inglewood, California. In class the first day, Mr. DeBato introduced his 12-year-old protege, a boy named Dwight, who was 5 feet 10 inches tall. Dwight, I think I have found you a partner. Meet Sassy. Mama was right. Being tall wasn't bad after all, and neither was having a big head. By the end of the summer, Hughie had won a grand prize at Space Camp in Alabama, and I got to dance a duet with Dwight in the summer concert. When Dwight lifted me high into the air, I felt like I was dancing on the Milky Way. Me, my big feet, making my mark on the world. The end. Okay, my friends, that was our book, Dancing in the Wings by Debbie Allen. And now it is time to read one of our other books, Firebird by Misty Copeland. The space between you and me is longer than forever. You are the sky and clouds and air. Your feet are swift as sunlight, stretching across the skyline like a day-long sun over the horizon. Me, I'm gray as rain, heavy as nap time, low as a storm pressing on rooftops. I could never hope to leap the space between. Dear child, don't you know? You're just where I started. Let the sun shine on your face. Your beginning's just begun. Before the curtain rises, before the spotlight falls, before the fireworks of costumes, before it all. I was just a dancer like you, a dreaming shooting star of a girl with work and worlds ahead. There I am, sweating at the bar. I had thousands of leaps and falls, switching worn-out slippers, swift as applause. Even birds must learn to fly. Like me, you'll grow in grace. Spread your arabesques of wings and climb. Each position, 1 through 5, steps to the sky. That's right. You will soar, you will become a swan, a beauty, a firebird for sure. Soon, with the same practice, you'll join me in this dancing dream. In a passage of ducks, a music box for two, we will wrap our hearts, careful as ribbons on point shoes. We will make the night sky our starry curtain, the moon our silver spotlight, as we spin across the planets, pirouetting tightly as the curls on our heads. Spinning wishes for new little ones we can't yet imagine. They will look to you in wonder, lighter than air and swift as sunlight, turning over the day and say, the space between you and I is longer than forever, and I will show them that forever is not so far away. And we have a note from Misty Copeland. Dear reader, I was once a little girl searching for my voice, quiet, scared, unique, yet alive and vibrant. I struggled, caught among 5 siblings, desperate to be noticed. I never felt that I fit in anywhere. Not even at home, surrounded by my family. My discovery of movement became my saving grace. When I was introduced to ballet, it was like finding the missing piece to my puzzle. I danced my worries and fears away. The beauty of dance is being a part of something that is all you, from creation to performance. You hold the power of your instrument, and that instrument comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. That instrument is your body, soul, and heart. That instrument is you and me. But when I opened up ballet books, I didn't find myself. I saw an image of what ballerinas should be. And she wasn't me, brown with tendrils sweeping her face. I needed to find me. This book is you and me. I wanted to expand the idea of beauty and art. Raven Wilkinson, African-American ballerina with the ballet at Russ D. Monte Carlo, and other amazing women took my hand and led me. Now it is my turn to lead others. This book brings my existence and non-existence as a young girl to life, showing other girls and boys that they are not alone. They too can find their voice, their wings, their missing piece. My hopes are that people will feel empowered to be whatever they want to be, to feel that they have no limits, just endless dreams that are reachable. No matter what the dream is, you have the power to make it come true with your hard work and dedication, despite what you look like or struggle with. I hope to pave a more defiant path than the one that was there for me, but was just a little too hidden. I hope to bring many with me to trace and create an even more vivid road of acceptance of yourself and from others. Join me. Sincerely yours, Misty Copeland. The end. Okay, my friends, those are the two stories we have today, both by two famous dancers, Misty Copeland and Debbie Allen. Okay, my friends, if you're looking for more activities, check the description below. Otherwise, check out our website at cmcleveland.org, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.